Hi, it's Jeff here with stockideas.org, and today I just want to do a quick book review of Philip Fisher's Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. This is a pretty classic investment book, and one I can recommend to all of you. The cool thing about this book is, whereas a lot of the time-tested investment books are about really specific valuation criteria. They're often concerned with balance sheets and fundamentals. Fisher approaches things from a very different way in Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. The thing that Fisher's most well known for is the scuttlebutt technique, which is kind of just about doing research on companies by talking to their suppliers, their customers, their staff, their vendors, and trying to get a picture of how the company actually does its business and whether it's good and what the competitive advantages are. So that's kind of cool because, even in today's day and age where it's really easy to, pull up 10 years of financial history and have it graphed for you, people are a little more apprehensive to pick up the phone and call a supplier or a customer and talk to them about their experience. So Fisher's approach is actually quite refreshing. And you'll notice on the front of the book here, there's a quote from Warren Buffett that says, "I'm an eager reader of whatever Phil has to say, and I recommend him to you." And apparently Warren Buffett was 85% Ben Graham approach and 15% Phil Fisher approach. And so the cool thing here is that Fisher doesn't really worry too much about high PE ratios or price to book value. He really is concerned with finding the best companies in an industry and understanding all the things about the organization that position them for long-term growth. So one of the first chapters in this book is called 15 points for investors. So there are 15 points that are along the lines of, you can see here, does management have a determination to continue to develop products or processes that will still further increase total sales potentials when the growth potentials of currently attractive products have been exploited? So it's kind of really refreshing and cool because Fisher's telling you to look at how the business is run. How is the sales operation of the business working? Are they selling? How is R&D being commercialized? What percentage of money of the budget is going to R&D, and then how is that translating into new market opportunities? And the whole book is sort of about these people aspects of the company. And that's just something you don't see in a lot of investment books these days. It's really easy to drill it down to balance sheets and cash flow statements. But, at the end of the day, companies are made up of a management team. They're made up of staff. And how these people work and the processes that they follow can have a really big determiner on market share, which then translates to earnings per share, which then translates to increased stock price. So I really enjoyed this book, mostly because it's a lot different from a lot of the other books I've read, such as interpretation of financial statements, which is a bit more classic investment book that I'm looking at. But Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits, I understand why it's been so popular for the last 50 years, because it's really a cool approach. And there's a lot of more of advice than just that in this book. A ton of advice on what stocks to buy, when to buy them, when to sell them, and some. Then in the final part of the book, Fisher talks about his personal experience in the money management industry and how he actually got started, how he grew his own business, and where that ended up. So it's a really great book. For more information, I recommend you click the link below this video at stockideas.org, and you can see a much more in-depth book review of Common Stocks and Uncommon Profits. But I definitely recommend you pick this one up on Amazon. It's a great read, an investment classic, and a really refreshing approach. So thanks very much for watching, and be sure to hit the link below.